Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmate. This is the report of Agot Tralingen and Atindero Eliza May entitled Medical Study of the University of Santo Tomas of Jose Rizal. Ateneo. Rizal completed his vocational course in surveying, which he granted with the highest honor. Si Rizal ay na-complete niya ang kanyang vocational course in surveying sa Ateneo at siya ay may mataas na marka sa Ateneo. UST in 1899 to 1882. He transferred to a medical course where he won more literacy laurel, had other romance with a pretty girl, and fought against Spanish student who insulted brown Filipino student. Si Rizal ay lumipat sa UST sa course ng medical at siya ay nanalo sa laurel. Ipaglaban din siya sa mga Espanyol dahil sa pang-insulto nila sa mga Pilipino dahil sa kulay na brown. Run by Dominicans. Mother option to higher education. Doña Chidora. Si Doña Chidora ay ina ni Rizal. Opposed the idea of sending Rizal to the university to pursue his higher education because she was aware what happened to Gomborza and feared of might would happen to Rizal. Doña Chidora ang ina ni Rizal na gustong ituloy ni Rizal sa isang universidad ang kanyang pag-aaral, hindi rin niya gusto mangyari sa kanyang anak ang nangyari kay Gomborza. Rizal was surprised by his mother option, who was a woman of education and culture. Dito si Rizal surprised sa kanyang ina na a woman of education and culture. Despite his mother's opposition to Don Francisco, told pa siya to accompany Rizal to Manila. Ang ina ni Rizal naman ay nakipagsalungat kay Don Francisco at si Don Francisco ang nagsabi kay Pasiano na pamunuan ni Rizal ang Maynila. Rizal entered the university. April 1877, Rizal enrolled at the UST, taking the course on philosophy and letters. Noong April 1877, si Rizal naman ay nag-enroll sa UST upang kumuha ng course na philosophy and letters. Father Pablo Ramon, reactor of the Ateneo. Si Padre Pablo Ramon ay isa sa mga reactors sa Ateneo. (1877 to 1878), Rizal studied cosmology, metaphysics, theodicy, and history of philosophy during his first term. Si Rizal nag-aral ng cosmology, metaphysics, theodicy, and history of philosophy noong siya ay first year term. (1877 to 1879), Rizal took up medical course upon the advice of Ateneo reactor to study medicine. Si Rizal ay kumuha ng medical course. Ito ay galing sa advice ng kanyang reactor na si Padre Ramon sa Ateneo na siya ay kumuha ng medical course. Reason to able to cure his mother's growing blindness. Finished survey course in Ateneo in 1878. While Rizal studying at the UST, he also studies Ateneo. He took the vocational course leading the title of Perito Agrimensor Expert Surveyors. Habang si Rizal ay nag-aaral sa UST, siya naman ay nag-aaral sa Ateneo at siya ay kumuha ng vocational course na leading the title Perito Agrimensor. He excelled in all subjects. In the surveying course, obtained gold medals in agricultural and topography. Siya napakahusay sa lahat ng subject at siya rin ay may nakuhang medalya sa agricultural and topography. Vocational course, agricultural, commerce, mechanics, and surveying. At the age of 17, he passed the final exam in the surveying course but could not be granted the title surveyor because he was underage. Sa edad na 17, napasa niya ang exam na surveying course pero hindi siya granted na mag-surveyor dahil sa kanyang edad na 17. Extracurricular activities. President Academy of Spanish Literature, Secretary Academy of Natural Science, Secretary Marine Congregation. Romance with other girls. Segunda Katigbak, Miss L. Si Segunda Katigbak o si Miss L ay isa sa naging karelasyon ni Rizal. Reason: the sweet memories of Segunda was still fresh in his heart. Second, his father did not like the family of Miss L. Leonor Orang Valenzuela ay isa rin sa naging karelasyon ni Rizal, a medical student from Calamba. Si Leonor ay medical student. Siya ang daughter of Kapitan Juan and Kapitana Sandy Valenzuela. At siya ay anak ni na Kapitan Juan at Kapitan Sandy. A tall girl with a regal bearing. Si Leonor ay may mahalikang titig, ang ibig sabihin ng regal bearing. Rizal sent Leonor love notes written in invisible ink. Si Leonor Rivera ay cousin na Rizal. Rizal cousin from Camiling, born in Camiling, Tarlac on April 11, 1867, a student of La Consolidad College, where Rizal's sister Soledad was the studying. Frail, pretty girl, tender as a budding flower with a kindly wistful eyes. Tamis, Leonor is Poseidon in other commodities their intimate relationship from their parents and friend. Rizal lived in Casa Tomizina, number 6, Calle Santo Tomas, Intramuros. Antonio Rivero Rizal, landlord uncle, father of Leonor Rivera. Si Antonio Rivero ay father ni Leonor Rivera at uncle ni Rizal. One dark summer vacation, right of 1878 in Calamba, when Rizal was freshman medical student at the University of Santo Tomas. He was walking in the street and dimly perceived the figure of a man while passing him, not knowing that a person was a lieutenant of the Guardia Civil. He did not salute, not say greetings. With a sneer, he turned upon Rizal, whipped out his sword, and brutal slashes his back. Noong 1878, abang si Rizal lalakan, meron si Rizal na daanan na isang lieutenant ng Guardia Civil at siya ay nampas sa espada dahil hindi niya man alam na ito pala ay isang gwardiya sibil ng paaralan dahil siya ay baguhan pa lamang doon sa paaralan. Rizal reported the accident to General Primo de Rivera, the Spanish governor general of the Philippines at the time, but nothing came out because he was an Indio and he accused was a Spaniard. At doon pinaalam ni Rizal na General Primo de Rivera ang ginawa sa kanya. Later, to Blumerate, dated March 21, 1887, he related, I went to the Captain General but I could not obtain justice. My world lasted 2 weeks. Noong March 21, 1887, siya ay pumunta sa isang general pero hindi niya nakuha ang kanyang hustisya.
Good morning. Again, I will continue the report of Miss Agot. To the Filipino youth, Liceo Artístico Literano Artistic Literacy Lyceum, a society of literacy men and artists, held a literacy contest and offered a prize, silver pen, feathered shape decorated with gold ribbon for best poem. A la Juventud Filipina, or to the Filipino youth, Rizal's prize-winning and inspiring poem of Flawless. 4. Si Rizal ay nanalo sa isang patimpalak na Liceo Artístico Literano. Nanalo ang kanyang gawa na Al Juventud Filipina o to the Filipino youth. The message of this poem to tell the importance of one's love and appreciation to his dialect or language, for it is the bridge and intermediary connecting people's country to each other. Rizal beseeched the Filipino youth to rise from the lethargy, to let their genius mind fly swiftly the wind and descend with art and science to break the chains that have been long bound the spirit of the people. Reasons why Rizal's poem was a classic in Philippine literature. It was the first great poem in Spanish written by a Filipino whose merit was recognized by Spanish literary authorities. It expressed for the first time the nationalistic concept that the Filipinos were the fair hope of the fatherland. Dahilan kung bakit naging klasiko sa Pilipinas ang tula ni Rizal. Ito ang unang mahusay na tula sa Espanyol na isinulat ng isang Pilipino, na ang mereto ay kinilala ng mga otoridad sa panitikan ng Espanya. Ipinahayag dito sa unang pagkakataon ang makabansang konsepto na ang mga Pilipino ang patas na pag-asa ng amang bayan. The Council of the Gods, 1880, Artistic Literacy Lyceum, opened another literary contest to both Filipinos and Spaniards to commemorate the 4th centennial of the death of Cervantes. Ang Artistic Literacy Lyceum ay nagdaos muli ng panibagong patimpalak na kapwa Pilipino at Kastila ang mga kasali upang gunitain ang ika-4 na siglo ng pagkamatay ni Cervantes. Cervantes was Spain's glorified man of letters and famous author of Don Quixote. Rizal submitted an allegorical drama entitled En Consejo de los Dioses, the Council of the Gods. Si Miguel de Cervantes Saavedra ay isang Espanyol na manunulat na itinuturing na pinakadakilang manunulat sa wikang Espanyol at isa sa mga kilalang nobelista sa mundo. The Council of the Gods was based on the Greek classics, aided by Father Rector of Ateneo. Prize: gold ring engraved the words of Cervantes. Winner: first place Jose Rizal, 19 years old. Second place D. N. del Pozo, Spanish. Ang premyo dito ay isang ginto na singsing na may nakaukit na Cervantes. 19 years old lamang si Rizal nung manalo siya sa patimpalak na ito. Other literary work: Juanito Alpasig, Beside the Pasig, Zarzuela, staged by the Athenians on December 8, 1880 of the annual celebration of the Feast Day of Immaculate Conception, patroness of Ateneo. A Filipinas, a sonnet, 1880. Rizal urged our Filipinos artists to glorify the Philippines. Ab el Aziz E. Mahoma, poem, 1879. was declaimed by an Athenian Manuel Fernandez on the rite of December 8, 1879, in honor of the Ateneo's patroness. Pilipinas, ang tula na ito ay nagpapakita ng pagmamahal at pagpapahalaga ng isang senator sa kanyang bansa at sa mga mamamayan nito. Juanito Alpasig. Sinulat ito ni Rizal para sa Nuestra Señora de la Paz y Buen Viaje de Antipolo o Our Lady of Peace and God Voyage. A.M.R.P. Pablo Ramon. A poem 1881. Rizal wrote a poem as an expression of affection to Father Pablo Ramon, the Ateneo rector who had been kind and helpful to him. Isinulat ni Rizal ang tulang ito bilang pagpapahayag kay Father Pablo Ramon ng pagmamahal sa pagiging mabait at matulungin nito sa kanya. Rizal's visit to Pakilan, Pagsanhan. Summer of May 1881. Rizal went to pilgrimage to the town of Pakil, famous shrine of the Virgen Maria de los Dolores. He was accompanied by his sisters Saturnina, Maria, and Trinidad and their female friends. They took a casco, flat-bottom sailing vessel from Calamba to Pakil, Laguna, and stayed at the home of Mr. and Mrs. Manuel Regalado, whose son Nicolas was Rizal's friend in Manila. Bumisita si Rizal sa Pakil at pumunta sila sa famous shrine ni Virgen Maria de los Dolores. Kasama niya ang kanyang mga kapatid na babae na sila Saturnina, Maria, Trinidad at mga iba pang babaeng kaibigan nila. Nanatili sila sa bahay nila Mr. and Mrs. Manuel Regalado na ama at ina ni Nicolas na siyang kaibigan ni Rizal sa Manila. Rizal and his companions were fascinated with the famous Turumba, or the people dancing in the streets during the procession in honor of the miraculous Virgen Maria de los Dolores. Rizal was infatuated by a pretty girl Colegiala, Vicenta Ebardolaza, who skillfully played the harp at the Regalado home. Reasons why Rizal and his company made side Rizal and his companions were fascinated with the famous turumba, or the people dancing in the streets during the procession in honor of the miraculous Virgen Maria de los Dolores. Rizal was infatuated by a pretty girl colegiala, Vicenta Ebardolaza, who skillfully played the harp at the Regalado home. Reasons why Rizal and his company made side trip to the neighboring town of Pagsanha. It was native town of Leonor Valenzuela, to see the world-famed Pagsanha Falls. Namangha si Rizal at ang kanyang mga kasama sa pagsasayaw ng mga tao sa kalye ng turumba na ginagawa nila tuwing prosesyon ng Birhen Maria de los Dolores. Nabighani si Rizal kay Vicenta Ebardolaza nang tumugtog ito ng alpa sa bahay ng pamilya Regalado. Pumunta din sila Rizal sa bayan ni Leonor Valenzuela at sa Pagsanhan Falls. Champion of Filipino students. Rizal was the champion of the Filipino students in their fight against the arrogant Spanish students. In 1880, Rizal founded a secret society of Filipino students in the University of Santo Tomas called Compañerismo or Comradeship, whose members were general who fought the Armenians. Galaciano Apasilbe, Rizal's cousin from Batangas, was the secretary of this secret society. Fierce encounter near the Escolta in Manila, where Rizal was wounded on the head and tenderly washed and dressed by Leonor Rivera in his boarding house, Casa Tomasina. Noong 1880, nagtatag si Rizal ng isang secret society ng mga Filipinong estudyante sa Santo Tomas at tinawag nila itong Compañerismo. Si Galaciano Pasilbe ang sekretary ng kanilang grupo na pinsan ni Rizal. Nagkaroon ng engkwentro si Rizal at ang mga Armenians malapit sa Escolta sa Manila, kung saan nasugatan si Rizal sa ulo. Dinala siya ni Leonor Rivera sa kanilang boarding house at doon siya hinugasan at binihisan. Casa Tomasina ang pangalan ng boarding house ni Leonor Rivera. Unhappy days at the UST. The Dominican were hostile to him. The Filipino students were racially discriminated by the Spaniards. The method of instruction was obsolete and repressive. Result: Rizal, the most brilliant graduate of Ateneo, failed to win high scholastic grade. Ang mga Domination ay galit sa kanya. Ang mga Pilipinong mag-aaral ay nakakaranas ng diskriminasyon galing sa mga Kastila. Nabigo si Rizal na makakuha ng mataas na grado sa University of Santo Tomas. Rizal's scholastic record in the UST 1879 to 1882, 1877 to 1878, philosophy and letter, cosmology and metaphysics, excellent. Theodicy, excellent. History of philosophy, excellent. 1878 to 1879, medicine, first year. Physics, fair. Chemistry, excellent. Natural history, good. Anatomy 1, good. Dissection, good. 1879 to 1880, medicine, second year. Anatomy 2, good. Dissection 2, good. Physiology, good. Private hygiene, good. Public hygiene, good. 1880 to 1881, medicine, third year. General pathology, fair. Therapeutics, excellent. Surgery, good. 1881 to 1882. Medicine, fourth year. Methapathology, very good. Surgical pathology, very good. Obstetrics, very good. Decision to study abroad. After finishing the fourth year of his medical course, Rizal decided to study in Spain. He could no longer endure the rampant bigotry, discrimination, and hostility in the University of Santo Tomas. He did not seek his parents' permission and blessing to go abroad, and even his beloved Leonor. Pagkatapos ng 4 na taon sa kursong medisina, nagdesisyon siya na mag-aral sa Spain. Hindi niya na matiis ang diskriminasyon sa Universidad ng Santo Tomas. Hindi siya humingi ng basbas sa kanyang mga magulang na pumunta sa ibang bansa. Maging ang kanyang minamahal si Leonor ay hindi niya sinabihan. Yun lamang at maraming salamat sa pakikinig. Thank you!